Welcome back to MoCo Files. I'm Angel. This is my co-host Marcus.
Yeah, doing.
Episode 117. Um, Today's date is Friday, June 25th, but this will probably be aired tomorrow, which will be Saturday, which will be your today. But anyway, uh, um, a lot of good things has a lot of everything has happened recently. Mercury in retrograde. Did I tell you about Mercury in retrograde?
Who? The people?
No, no, you.
Oh, what about it?
So Mercury in retrograde rules, well, Mercury rules communication technology, how information is processed, stuff like that.
Yeah, I googled it.
Right. Mercury was just in retrograde from a certain period to June 22nd, like early May to June 22nd or something like that.
And it's gonna happen like two more times this year.
And Mercury is the most retrograding planet around our solar system. So a lot of the times when you're dealing with a break in communication or lack of communication or technology, your phone's messing up or things like that, that's when Mercury is usually in that space. I said all that to say, honestly, be aware of what energy you're in, and that comes because we live in a universe where there are planets constantly around us. Those planets, the energy of those planets from their ether is moved into our atmosphere and our world. So we have to be cognizant of everything that we're doing, like everything. Um, it goes really deep, but I'm gonna just stop right there because I don't know how many know about horoscopes and astrology and things like that, zodiac signs and energies that come with that. But I was telling you about that app that shows the planetary hours of the day. And
Yeah.
and instead of it going by time, it goes by the hour of the planet that's ruling based on like the days of the week. So if you go through the days of the week, Sunday represents the sun, of course. Monday represents the moon. Tuesday represents Mars. Wednesday represents Mercury. Thursday represents Jupiter. Friday represents Venus. Saturday represents Saturn. Okay.
Mm.
These and even when the sun goes up and down on these days, the day doesn't start until the sun comes up. That's the new day. Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a lot to learn. It takes a lot of time to gather all of that research information about um, planetary time and what happens during that time. So it's just something to think about. You guys ever are interested in it and you're trying to figure out why things are. Um, I uh, I want to talk about triggers today, but
Like guns?
no, like
Oh,
like weapons.
yeah, like guns.
No, not guns, not like guns, like mental triggers.
Okay.
Things that will cause you to go into a certain space or be affected by something like say a traumatic situation, say you got into a car accident,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And you're fine, I mean you heal from this accident, everything, you're good to go.
Right.
But then you one day see another accident, and it
Mm-hmm.
triggers the last accident you just had. So you didn't really get to process, I guess, or there was more processing to do from that previous traumatic experience, but it wasn't made aware of your mental until that next accident you saw.
That's how I'm triggered by white people when they speak on racism. Like they know what the fuck they talking about.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
That shit be triggering the
a
fuck
lot of
out of
things
me.
trigger, a lot of things. You have to be able to control that, and sometimes it's things that you don't know is a trigger. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
as you get older, you realize that certain stuff, like there's always something to uncover as you go through a journey. There's always a lesson that's something or something that you have to get to. You know what I'm saying? Always.
Right.
So I think a lot of times in life, when we go through life, we deal with our childhood traumas or childhood issues in our adult life because as a child, when you're going through certain things, you just want to get through it. Like you just want to get out of it. Like fuck it. Like I don't care. I just don't want to do this anymore. You know what I mean? But
Mm-hmm.
as an adult, when you live through stuff, you really have to live through things. So you have to really process. And still, a lot of people go throughout life and they choose not to process, which causes everybody else damage. Because if you would have said, something to someone, you may have been able to change your outcome of a
But
situation.
you gotta say something to the right person.
Right. That too. But a lot of people don't. The lack of communication in the American society when we talk about trauma, or we talk about therapy, or we talk about abuse, there's, you know what I mean? It's not many people, like, how you'll have family members or people who will say, uh, I'm not going to therapy. I'm not crazy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. But
People
there's
still talk like that.
who still talk like that?
People.
Some people do.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that everybody does, but I can only speak for myself when I talk about this. But therapy was work wonders for me. You know what I mean? I sorted a lot of stuff out that I needed to sort out, and it wasn't anything of me feeling weird, or it was just me getting my mental together. And a lot of people choose not to do that. That's the issue for me. People choose not to grow, and not
Hmm.
growing is dying. And why would you want to do that? So it's just something to think about. I guess that's me talking about it, because I said I was. But do you have anything that you'd like to speak on today?
Uh, Nothing serious. Oh shit. Nothing serious. Yeah, nothing serious at all. Uh,
Well, how you been? How you been?
hmm?
How you been? What's been going on?
I've been good. It's been all about pretty much, you know, as you get older and you have responsibility, you have kids and stuff like that, you start planning out your future. You just want to start like um knowing what your options are as far as how you want to maneuver going forward in life. So it's
Hmm.
all about having a plan A, B, and C.
Right, you always gotta have a yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah. So outside of that, I ain't really been doing too much, but just navigating pretty much, navigating my options.
Okay.
Hmm. And enjoying myself along the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Navigating options. Sounds interesting. Sounds like you got a lot going on over there.
Um, there's a lot of unknowns that need to be known in order for me to make exact decisions. So it's a lot of, you know, researching involved and trying to reach out to the right people. And then as you start to reach out, more doors open. So it's just like the more you seek knowledge, the more stuff you realize that you don't know.
Absolutely. Yeah. You have to be out here doing everything you possibly can to get the best options and opportunities for yourself. Like these opportunities and resources is out here. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like there's no need for anybody to be in a space. There's so much stuff. There's so many things that's going on. People can help you, or you know what I mean. And you just got to go get it. You just got to be willing to do the work to find it because it's
Because
out.
the information is out there.
Definitely is.
I knew the information was out there back when I was in high school.
I guess I'll tell you about the benefits of me going to the military. A lot of the time, I have like a bittersweet view on the military itself. But the original reason why I went was because I didn't have any money to pay for college, right? So, and the gig was you did 4 years active duty and you got 100% education benefits. So your
Mm-hmm.
college was paid for. So, what's 4 years? You know what I mean? What's 4 years when you're 18 years old? You know,
Mm-hmm.
what's 4 years when you're any age to do something? You know what I mean? Like, so unless you like 99, I mean, you might not make it. But uh, as far as like that being an option, then I'm scrolling through my emails and they're talking about this VR rap program, and it's
Oh, what?
a VR veterans retraining some
Oh,
program.
I was about to say, like, they got virtual reality now?
No. They might have some. It might be development. But anyway, so this program allows you to train in a school, a veterans acknowledged, like a veterans affairs acknowledged school. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
they pay for your school and they pay for your housing to go to school and stuff. So it's always opportunities to get into, because right now I'm about to become a licensed psychologist. I mean, cosmetologist, licensed psychologist,
Mm-hmm.
cosmetologist. I guess I might become a licensed psychologist as well, but that's gonna be like way down the road because I really don't feel like don't at this point.
All right.
But always always prepare yourself to be looking for that next thing, because right there it might be right there in front of you and you're just not looking. So stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready.
Facts.
Okay. um let's see. I wrote something down. Okay.
Mm.
No, I already said that last week or the other 2 weeks ago. It's been 2 weeks.
It's been almost 2 weeks.
Yeah. Now I can't remember.
Yeah.
Ooh, sorry. Mm. I had so much to say. I really did.
Yeah. I know you was telling me.
um, I was also talking about, sometimes I get agitated with women because they choose
Specifically women.
mhm,
Okay.
women when it comes to having children.
Okay.
Because I read a post earlier today that said something like, you wrong if your baby looking all jacked up and you out here looking, slayed from head to toe, right?
Facts. Yeah.
And a lot of the times, and I'm not saying that this is something that I'm not saying that I haven't seen it, I've seen it. What I am saying is, if you don't want to have, if you don't want to be responsible for something other than yourself, without the guarantee of being with that man or whoever that parent is, that father is of that child, if you don't want to be responsible, do not have that child in spite of this man not wanting to. Do not waste that child will resent you.
Why do women do that though?
They're selfish. These women, and I'm not saying that every woman is like this because I'm not, but these women get in their feelings because they're only offering sex. Most things guys can only get is sex from, you know what I mean, a female. They don't have a they don't have a conversation piece. They don't have a brain. You can't relate to certain people, and they have a closed mind about stuff. So with a lot of those situations, it's a female always trying to be attached to a man. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? Or wanting that. So when that man, I feel in most situations, when that man says, "No, I'm not. I don't want to be with you. This was not what I said I wanted to do. Shawty, you was just jump off. I'm trying to."
I never understood why women that okay, we just fucking around and during the fucking around stage, we never claimed each other. We're not advertising, we never talk about our future or anything like that. All we do is fuck and then we go about our ways. And you get pregnant and you keep the baby for what?
Because she wants attachment. In her mind, there was some other shit going on.
Is
In her
that
mind, there was some other shit going on, and she wanted something else. And she probably wasn't being honest about that shit. Because I'm gonna tell you, women are dogs. They just as doggy as niggas.
I
Maybe
know.
worse. Because for real, I can't. For real, I never thought that I would want. I never imagined so many women being so bitter about, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a trap move. Like, niggas resent females who do that. Like,
Mhm.
resent 100%. They don't fuck with them bitches. You're not, even though they may be cool when you come around, they do not fuck with you. I'm telling you right now. None of them niggas fuck with you. You got 4 or 5 different baby daddies, niggas is not fucking. You put these niggas on child support, niggas is not fucking with you.
At all.
They do not like you. You are the enemy to a motherfucker because this is what you doing. You fucking up their money. You putting them on child support. So if they shit gets fucked up, they're going to jail and their license is getting suspended. What kind of father do you want to have your children around if this nigga don't got no license and don't got no fucking job? Cause you put him in the fucking system.
Mhm.
So now,
Because you wanted to keep the shit, kid.
because you wanted to keep a kid that you didn't want in the first place. You wanted the nigga. So you'd be better off just staying and fucking this nigga and being with him on that level than trying to create a family with a nigga who don't want you to be there, who don't want no fucking kid with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you digging a hole for yourself because at the end of the day, you still gonna be mad because the nigga still don't want you. You still gonna
Don't want you.
you still gonna be lonely and hurt because he's
Lonely.
never coming back. He's actually gonna find somebody who's not trying to take advantage of him.
He'll be laid up with her.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you really
Mm-hmm.
gotta think, y'all ladies really gotta think about the shit that y'all do. Because y'all don't want a nigga to be pushed away from you, but y'all do shit to push a nigga away. It
Mm-hmm.
cause a nigga to not want to fuck with y'all at all.
Right. At all, period.
Period. Cause I mean, let me tell you, honestly, I can say that I'm in the reverse role of a nigga who's been trapped. I'll say I'm a woman who was trapped by a nigga. Okay? This is all factual. This is all facts. Matter of fact, I'm gonna write a book. Okay?
Mhm.
It's all factual. I got trapped. Okay? It's not an entanglement. Nigga trapped me. Got me pregnant. Didn't know. All of that shit. Then I said I didn't want to be with him. Nigga went to court. You know what I'm saying? For
Mhm.
custody modification type shit. So I'm telling you, niggas get in their feelings just as much as females do. But that's not gonna keep nobody around. Matter of fact, that's gonna make a motherfucker stay even further away from you. And then when the kids get older, they don't gotta speak to your ass no more. Nobody gotta
Who?
talk to you no more. You better be heartbroken because of what you did to a motherfucker. You could have still had your dick and been trolloping around. Doing whatever
Mhm.
you do. You know, but you chose to be selfish. That's a selfish move. And yeah, sometimes shit happens, but you know, I can't deny that. I will say this. Children who are children who are here now are a lesson or a blessing to situation. Most definitely. Um and even though they don't, you know, somebody may not have wanted that child or wanted to have that child will still be able to help you realize and recognize your mistakes or your things that you needed to change within yourself.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. 'Cause some of y'all bitches ain't learned shit.
Some of y'all ain't. Some of y'all niggas ain't either.
Yeah, I include niggas in the word bitches. Y'all ain't learning shit.
I just it's just disappointing. You know
You
what
know what's disappointing?
I mean? What?
How do women keep choosing the wrong nigga?
I don't know.
Let's talk about that shit real quick.
Because okay, I think
How do women keep choosing but be so damn picky over who they want or don't want, but still keep choosing the wrong type of nigga?
because they don't know what they want. They think they want something. You know how you think you want. You know how you think you want something. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
think you want something real bad. Like, ooh, I want to get that. Ooh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get that. That's mine. I gotta have that. Right. But when you get it, you like, man, this shit ain't even what I thought it was. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so when I think it comes down to people seeing other people being able to see that transparency or seeing like what a person wants and is able to give them that for a little bit of time.
Mm-hmm.
But then a person, as you get to know a person, you'll realize like, okay, you got some shit with you too. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you think you meet a person, you like, y'all, you cool as shit. No, 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 no. Until you get into that
Mm-hmm.
first argument, and then you like, oh, that's the type of nigga you is, or that's the type of person.
Mm-hmm.
But so, you know, for that to be, I don't
Yeah,
know.
'cause like we up in our 30s now, or early 30s.
Yeah.
You know, we bump into the same people in our age bracket, and you think some women would have learned some shit by now, considering their past. Of you have 30 years of experience at this point of knowing you should know better by now.
About, I'll say 15 years.
Okay, you have 15 years experience. You should know a little better by now. Of like, yes, that may look cool. That nigga could be a fun one, but you swear to God that you looking for a stable type of environment. You done messed with that type of nigga before. You know that because you got a baby father that's just like that nigga. But yet you still keep running to the same type of dude.
I honestly, and it's also part of everybody has a higher and lower self, right? So that higher self probably wants that good guy. You know what I'm saying? But their lower self will still want that hood nigga, still want that nigga that got a little bit of that's the bad boy. You know what I mean? I don't know. You can't really. I
But then
can't.
the nigga don't
Do nothing.
do not even in the bedroom, not financially, not in no other way does he nurture that woman's needs at all.
But
she will still choose that nigga.
It will take some time for a female to see, like after a while, that sometimes you gotta lose to really figure out that you want some shit. Sometimes people have to distance themselves from those people who can't see, like, yo, you damaging your image with dealing with this person. You know what I'm saying? It's also about who you deal with, like who you associate yourself with. If you constantly associating yourself with a negative person or a person that's not healthy for you, people will start to disappear from your life, or you'll be that one person that's not healthy for you. I know this from experience. But after you get out of that space, it takes some time because you're still vulnerable to how you feel about that person. But it's easy to open up a wound that's not all the way healed. You see what I'm saying? It's easier to you can't really judge how a person loves or how a person chooses, because if they don't recognize what it is that they need to do for self, they're never going to recognize how to get to a place to say, this is not it's not about what I want, it's about what I need, and this person gives me what I need. Like, I think
so how do damaged women heal?
You have to go inward to heal. Like, you can't be trying to heal.
So the man can't do shit for a damaged woman. It's up to her.
I won't say that. I will say, I'm sorry. I got a name.
Because I done dealt with women that had trust issues and then been openly transparent, and that shit still bit me in the ass because even the truth don't sound truthful.
Right. Because they have to go within themselves, and like, you have to really know that when somebody betray you, betrayal is one of the worst things. Because
but I wasn't the nigga that did it.
Right, but if somebody's not processing, remember we're talking about process. You're not processing. That motherfucker betrayed you. You still gonna be like, I can't trust him. I can't trust her. I can't trust them because of this person. Not, nigga, you betrayed me. I just can't fuck with you no more. I gotta look out for the shit that you did to me because somebody else might do it too. I gotta take it out on somebody. That's how you know somebody's not healed. If they take shit from somebody else to you and you like, hold up, I just got here.
I just got you know how fucked up you like a motherfucker be feeling when like you be like saying some shit that you mean sincerely, and then the shorty be like, I heard that before. Right. That nigga was lying though when he said it.
My man wasn't for real. He was capping, okay?
Yeah, I mean it when I say it.
Right. Yeah,
believe me.
Hold on. But see, this is the thing about love. When you really have to prove, that's what love is. Love is really showing somebody that you love them. It's really picking some shit out. Like, look, I know, and it's you gotta recognize that everybody's going through shit. Everybody's going through shit before you. So you might not even be the issue. You might be the greatest thing in the world. Because of that past shit, you look like a beautiful nightmare to somebody. Like, oh, that would be great, but this nigga might kill me this time. You know what I mean? It's
all they just sit around waiting for the disaster to happen.
Waiting for a disaster instead of living in that time that you can. So for me, when you love somebody, sometimes you gotta give people their space. Sometimes
Right.
you gotta cut that off because you can't always continue to allow yourself to be available to someone and they not recognize or cherish you. So sometimes you gotta
That's
go.
a mixy situation because there's been situations where I try to have that balance between like space, but also letting the woman know that I'm interested. And it was just like I sometimes you just can't keep track of a woman's wants when she wants that attention versus when she wants the space. And especially if they're not able to vocalize it.
She's not open about wanting that space right there. She's not open about wanting attention or wanting that space with you. Like, you gotta let it be known. Like, hey, yo, if you want to chill with me, just let me know. Text me,
Mhm.
call me, hit me up. Like, but
But then they don't. But then like this seems psychotic to me. Let them say like, cool. They just want you to like they feel like just do whatever you want to do, and then you doing whatever you want to do, but it's not being reciprocated. Like it's appreciated. Like yo, I'm trying to be around you. I want to take you out. I want to do this. I want to do that. Let's do some stuff. Like let's get out. Like let's do something. You used to do just trying to just hang out, smoke weed, and just try to lay you down. I'm trying to show what you
Mhm.
claim that you want to do.
But some people are afraid of that whole situation because it's not bad. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Because it's so refreshing that it's scary. People are scared to love other people nowadays.
mm,
It's not easy, especially if you love hard the first time, or especially if you had a child with somebody you got to deal with, what I'm saying, still having to deal with that father or whomever. And then you got to watch this child grow without
yeah.
heartbreak is real when you think about wanting to marry somebody or thinking of being with someone for a long ass period of time, and that shit just goes left. That shit takes a toll on you mentally. Like,
Mm,
that's not something that's a joke. I watched okay, so you know who Vidal Sassoon is?
hell no. I thought Sassoon was the seasoning from the grocery store.
Vidal Sassoon was the guy who invented the bob haircut,
Oh,
like the long bangs in the front.
yeah.
Okay, so that's him.
Okay. Why they call it a Bob then? Why they ain't name it after him?
I don't know. He's like this incredible, famous ass person. He did like Vidal.
Was his gay name Bobby?
No, it just was
Uh,
Bob. I don't know. He also
okay.
has one called 5 Points, where it's like 5 points in the cuts. You got see every time I give you documentaries, you don't ever be watching them, Jones, but it's okay.
You have to text it to me. I'm not gonna remember when you tell me over the phone. I be going through my texts.
I texted to you right after. You still won't watch it.
When did you text me right after?
I done told you about well, I didn't. But every time you say something else that I gotta do, and that's the shit that we talk about. But anyway, so this guy was incredible. Like, and it was so crazy because he had so many stories of
Mm.
cutting people's hair and cutting the
What,
box.
what era was this?
What era?
Yeah.
The from the 1950s, I think, until
Mm.
recently, because he's still living. I believe he's still living.
Mm.
And this documentary is on Amazon Prime.
I don't got Amazon Prime. See, you probably trying to tell me to watch documentaries on stuff I can't watch it. If it ain't on Netflix or YouTube, how am I gonna see it?
You're killing me, man.
Let me get your username and password.
Anyway, oh no, he died 2012.
Oh, he been gone.
Man, Wow. But so yeah. Incredible guy though. He was
Mm.
incredible.
He's
Um,
fabulous.
he was. But anyway, but this what happened. So he was married to uh, some woman. I don't remember her name, but they was together for a long time. They did TV shows together and shit like that.
TV show.
Yeah,
Back
like
in the 50s.
yeah. So yeah.
He was
So
white.
so he was British. He was
White.
okay. That's European. Okay. Um.
Caucasian.
Anyway, so his wife had fell in love with somebody, and he said, instead of all three of us being miserable, just you two can be happy, and I'll be the miserable one. Like I'll
But
be
him and his gay lover?
no, his wife
Oh.
is not gay.
But he's not gay?
No,
Oh.
why? What's wrong with you?
I'm sorry. Something about a dude that designs a woman's head is gay to me. Oh, hold on real quick. Hey, babe. You over? Come on. Nah. I was doing a podcast. No, you good. What you about to eat? Oh, okay. You getting a steak? Got you. I already ate. I'm not even hungry right now. Did you want me to pick it up or did I pick it up for you? I don't think it's almost the same as normal. It's not really that far. Which part? Oh, so women are, you know, the same tattoos you put on brain where you put the sticker on them and you water it up?
Now, Marcus apologizes for his
Greatly apologize.
phone call. Let me tell you something. I really appreciate all of y'all who come and look at my show, look at our show and check us out and listen to us and stuff. Really, really do appreciate it. We're both working on getting to different places in our lives right now, and so you just gonna have to bear with us.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm thinking of trying to do like maybe shorter 30-minute episodes, but like two a week because then it'll be
Yeah,
content. But anyway, we were talking about something, but I was interrupted.
yeah. There's a lot of things going on right now.
Well, okay, well we can wrap this up then. If there's a lot of things going on. Um,
I just gotta hit a light switch real quick.
you got a light switch.
Yeah, hold on.
It's better.
Good.
Okay, so I don't remember what we were talking about.
Look,
Rudely.
we're gonna get it together.
Um,
Um,
I want to give a shout out to all of my friends who are all over this world who tune in and watch my show. Um,
Happy Father's Day.
and happy Father's Day to all y'all too.
Happy Father's Day to me. Shit.
Who went to basic training AIT with me. And the people who I was homies with in my company. I really appreciate y'all for whatever energy you gave at that time. It's truly cherished. It's helped me to be the person I am today. So, um, I want to talk about. So you asked me a question about a woman not recognizing or not knowing, like when somebody else loves her because of what she's been through, and
Not even love her. Let's not get that far into it because it's early in phase like I'm seriously want to get to know you and I'm serious about you. I don't love you. I still would like to get to know you at that point, but because you still have these jaded experiences holding you back from being open to a man that really wants to stand by you and love you, you
right.
self-sabotage it by
But when you really love somebody, or you think that you could love somebody,
mm-hmm,
because that's what it is. It's not. It's not that you love somebody. It's that you could. It's the potential of loving someone.
mm-hmm,
I could potentially love you because when things go like this or when things go like that, we don't ever get an argument. We don't ever have no beef. It's never no aggressive type situation or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But with love, that shit takes time. So if you really want someone or you want to build on that particular situation or relationship,
mm-hmm.
that it takes time for people to because you don't know how long ago it's been. You don't know what shit has triggered that situation. That's what I was talking about triggers. Everything is full circle. You don't know what's triggered that situation to cause
As a
issue.
man, I'm sorry, I just feel like that's not my fucking problem.
It's not your problem. But if you want to love the girl, then you gonna have to make it your problem so you can find a solution for
Bitch gotta let me love her first.
it.
God damn, my bitch, I'm trying to love you, still doing all the type of dumb shit.
You so bad. um No, you're right. But some people don't even know what love is for themselves to know what type of love somebody else can give to them. See what I'm saying? I don't want that.
But then stop trying to let me love you and then we could just still fuck.
People are selfish. They don't want that. They want you to love them and
Obviously she does because she went and fucked the other nigga. That ain't shit. But bitch, I'm me, I'm right here.
sometimes
You could
that
have had, you could have
you
had good
remember
dick and
when you
more.
told me a shorty gets part-time or your hours?
Oh yeah, the part-time boyfriend.
Right. So you gonna have to start doing part-time boyfriend shit if Shawty's gonna go back and be with somebody else.
Oh nah, she need she need Job Corps hours. She don't even get part-time hours. She need Job Corps.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta cut that shit. You have to
Yeah.
cut it down to protect yourself because
Mm-hmm.
you know how you want to be loved. But if
Right.
somebody can't love themselves first, then how the fuck is they gonna know how to love you?
I don't know, but you know, some of them be showing.
And if somebody's not healing from the shit that they've been through, they not in a space to love somebody else.
Mm,
Loving yourself is healing. Loving yourself is choosing to get out of a space where where it might be some traumatic shit that you experience.
can somebody from the outside appear that they're loving themselves, but internally not love themselves?
Absolutely.
I think that's what was happening then.
Where people will, I mean, but for me, I take it to the holy grail of everything. Like I take it to the out down to the ounce of everything. Like as far as what you ate today, are you loving yourself if you eating a fucking? steak, knowing damn well your body don't need steak? You don't, you know what I'm saying? Are
Oh
you
yeah.
loving yourself to the extent of you not eating no fast food or junk food or something that's not feeding your brain?
Mm-hmm.
Are you loving yourself enough to, okay, you might have like the flyest fucking shoes on, but when's the last fucking time you've been to the doctors?
Right. Gotta get your checkup.
How are you loving yourself to allow somebody to love you? Because
Mm-hmm.
people will come to you. People gravitate to those people who naturally shine because they naturally love themselves. They love
Mm-hmm.
themselves because they take the ugly shit about them and say, you know what, this is who I am. This is part
That's
of,
true. That's very true.
and I gotta still do this.
Motherfuckers be feeding off my life.
I gotta still be this woman, yeah, but not stealing because you have enough to it exudes from
I
you.
know. I didn't say still. I said feeding. You're feeding
Yeah,
off my life.
and you, and it's not even honestly, you can't help it. Like even like this has been happening to me for so many years. Little kids, babies, you know what I'm saying? Babies will come up to me and they'll be smiling or they'll just stare at me and look at me and they'll feel the energy, or babies will come up to me. Kids love me. All kids love me. Every kid. Every kid. Actually, there's a couple of them. I don't know. They might not be kids. They might be like old spirits that just came through and just
Mm-hmm.
wreaking havoc and shit, because that shit happens as well. But um, but you know, energy is crazy. Energy is crazy,
It is.
and how you respond to things is crazy, because sometimes you reacting the wrong way will cost you the lesson that you needed to learn, and you got to learn that whole shit all over again.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got to start from scratch on learning the lesson because you didn't keep your mind clear in a space. That's what also helps you to stay healthy, because sometimes you'll have thoughts that come to you and you won't even know. They won't even be your thoughts. It'll be thoughts of some other energy. You know what I mean? Like, so you really have to think like, what what is this that's triggering me to be in this space at this time, and why can't I open up to this person? What is it that's blocking me from opening up to person? Now if you haven't sat down to with this person and said, look, I want to love you, I really do, but there are some things that are preventing me from doing that. If you're not ready for me to be in that space with you, then I'm gonna have to tone how we interact down until I can get a grip on how I feel about this, and until you're ready to move to the next phase.
Right.
Because you can't continue to say, here's my love, here's my love, here's my love, take it. Because if somebody's not willing to receive that, it's gonna go into the air. Like Beyonce said, like all my love is floated in the air. You know what I mean? I don't remember if you know that song, but you
Hell no.
but anyway, um I'm thinking of a song.
Mm. You know,
Um,
these were past altercations that I've had, you know, trying to figure things out and then thinking that, oh shit, this could be it. And then, you know, it not be it because not because I was misleading or doing anything wrong, but they believed that I was trying to play them because that's what they were used to.
but see, that's when, like I said, somebody's rushing into some shit and not really loving themselves enough to say, I shouldn't be dealing with this person right now because I got too much personal shit going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just selfish on their behalf. Very selfish on their behalf because they wasted your time.
A little bit, you know. It was good company for a while it lasted. He ain't go nowhere, unfortunately. Not even unfortunately, whatever. But it is what it is. I just never understood. I just had a hard time understanding that how you want for better, and then you have better,
I
presented to you, but
Sometimes
still
you don't
choose.
recognize that if you're still in the darkness of the past, then you're not gonna recognize the better until it's gone.
Mm,
And that same person will be calling you in a couple of years, like, "Yo, I thought this and I thought that. My shit was fucked up." But probably by that time, it'd be too late.
yeah.
It'd be too late. So, you know, that's why for me, I like. There are a couple relationships that I will forever cherish because of what I learned through the journey and the relationship that I have with that person. So if it's not a growing space for you to be around that person also along with, because I know like if you and I say we had like a fucking duplex condo, some type of shit where you had the top, I had the bottom,
Mm,
like, hey, I'm about to go work out. You want to work out with me? Or hey, I'm about to go do this. You want to, you know what I mean? In our space,
yeah.
whatever the fuck, we would be able to complement that with each other.
Yeah.
That's the type of growing you need to do when you're dealing with someone else. You need to be able to grow on all facets, on all levels with that person. You need to grow
Right.
emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, all those ways with somebody. And
Mm,
sometimes when you grow, you do have to grow individually because you can't grow together all the time. You know what I'm saying? No two plants intertwine and grow together. None. Except for like mixed strains and stuff. But we're not talking about that. um, so you just gotta be aware of you gotta be aware of who you give your energy to. That's all honestly what it boils down to. Protect your space.
Check this face.
Um, that's all I have for today.
Yeah, I ain't have no notes in nothing today.
I found a remedy to traffic, so I'm
You
not
found a what now?
a remedy to traffic.
Oh, you found a remedy to traffic.
Um, cause I'm brilliant, first of all. But second is just like it's gonna be traffic because people don't know how to drive. So
Oh, you found a remedy to your mood
to my
while in traffic.
about
Okay.
yeah,
I got you.
I still don't like it. I honestly
Yeah,
think
nah, I don't like it at all.
I think it's the dumbest shit ever.
I
But
had the best of times when
COVID was out, man. What?
yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah,
If I would have known streets would have been that empty, I would have drove to the end of the earth. Like I would have been
yeah.
like
Get your non-essential ass out the road, nigga.
but yeah, thank y'all once again for tuning in.
Mm-hmm.
Really appreciate y'all.
Definitely do.
I don't know about any new subscribers, but I will check and then we'll have a little celebration for y'all because
And comment.
yeah, leave some comments. Leave some comments. I
We
know it's
read the
difficult
comments.
because I know it's difficult because you and we have different worlds that we,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So us coming together and then people getting your experience and my experience from life on here is just oh yeah, excuse me. It's just it's new and
Mm-hmm.
so I'm really excited about it. I know we're gonna get some new subscribers soon. So
Right.
happy about that. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. Be careful out here in these streets. Watch who you talking
Be
to.
careful.
How you talking to people in these streets? You might get your shit fucked up.
Yeah. It's heating up out here.
It's heating up.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers do not care.
At all.
It's summertime.
It used to be colds, ain't no colds no more. Everybody can get their head knocked off.
Nobody's safe. Okay, so yeah, we appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
And we are out of here. So peace.
Peace.
The original peace sign, by the way. This one. All right. All right, peace.